Good day, my friends. I just thought I would share some thoughts. I just put an ebook out there on dealing with anxiety God's way. And in it, I just shared the journey that I took over a 3+ year period in learning how to deal with anxiety because, when the whole pandemic thing started, we all stepped off into an arena in a place where we had no coping skills, and we were faced with things we've never been faced before. And so I was challenged with how do I really cope with what's happening? Because I got to tell you, for a while I was a mess. I cried a lot. So in my process, I did see that there are a lot of people and places and things out there that help with anxiety, help manage anxiety, things like that. And I think they all give a measure of help, but I could never really find something that was complete or encompassed all of me or all the parts of me. And, some address the body, because now they're discovering ways how trauma is stored in the body. And, all of these things, all of these emotions get stored up in the body. And then, our bodies end up hurting and doing different things. And then, how our minds, and then our confession, and then our thoughts, and, all of these things. And I think they all have, they're all like a piece of the puzzle. They all have a measure of the answer. But again, for me, I just didn't find something that was all encompassing. So as I leaned in, with what was happening, I fell back into the things that I started like 30 years ago, which was my faith. And it was reading the Bible, and it was prayer, and it was meditation, and it was study. And I found as I leaned into those things that I was finding answers in a way which helped to actually bring me to a place of peace, mentally, emotionally, physically, as well as spiritually. So I wasn't so agitated and so disturbed, but it just really helped to anchor me. And part of the things that I've described in my book were understanding the first thing you need to understand is how you're created. And in the beginning, in Genesis chapter 1, it talks about how God created the earth and the sky and the plants and the animals and all of that. And then each one produced fruit after their own kind. And how then God decided to create man in his own image, in his own likeness. Image meaning we look like him, and likeness meaning we function in the same kind of way he does. And that book was written, thousands of years ago. Moses wrote it. It's written in the Hebrew language, it is a very rich language with layers of meaning. And to understand that, while I'm not a theologian, I'm not a Bible scholar, but I did look into that and look into some of the language and learning how I was created I am a spirit that has a soul, mind, will, and emotions, and I live in a body. And so I thought, it occurred to me that all three areas of me need to be addressed, and all three areas of me have specific tools and methods that need to be used in order to get me from this place of unrest, anxiety, worry, fear, crying, panic, fill in the blank, to a place of peace, where I could have peace, where I could have my heart at rest, where I could have my mind at rest, where I could sleep at night, and not be tossing and turning. So understanding for me the way that I was created and what those tools were, I think really served me well. And I go into some detail in my book that I created about them. I don't go in depth because it was meant to just kind of give you an overview and inspire you to open your Bible for yourself and study for yourself. There's lots of things out there that you can employ in terms of helping you to study your Bible. I'm happy to talk to anyone about that, what I did, what I used, and how I did it. I'm happy to do that. But anyway, I just thought I would come on here and share a little bit about that with you and tell you that, I'm right here with you. And I've gotten to a place of peace, and I just wanted to share with you and help you get there too, because Lord knows we're still in a place of unrest and it's not looking good right now, but you can be in a place of peace. So hopefully, I hope my little share today helped, and talk to you guys soon. Oops, I don't know how to stop. Hang on. How do I stop?